And I just cannot be a part of Universal Orlando right now. I can't be one of those vloggers that goes there and twerks with the minions, because I'm seeing how people are being treated. And how can I be a part of that? How can I go there when I know that, like, how people are struggling? So I just wanted to talk to you guys briefly about Universal Orlando. As you guys know, I've been talking a lot about the IBCCES new policy and how that has replaced the former attraction assistance pass at Universal Orlando. You know, I only went to Universal Orlando one time. This is my first time here. That is the Universal Ball of Joy right there. So, and I ended up buying an annual pass because I was so excited to go to Universal Orlando. I think I had been there one other time, and it was not to Universal Orlando, but to Universal Hollywood in LA, and I was probably there. So I'm just at Publix grocery shopping, so I'm going to do this video here to the best of my ability. So I have obviously been posting a lot on Universal Orlando, and I am very, very disappointed in them. A lot of you are sharing your stories, your personal stories, that's my dad, by the way, of, you know, challenges you faced in health and different obstacles. And this new IBCCES policy really, really affects people who are disabled. It means that we essentially can't get access at the parks. A lot of people don't have access to health care. If you need to see a doctor, it could take a month to see your doctor. You know, how many times will you have to go see your doctor before, when they're willing to put something in writing? The cost of those appointments out of pocket, depending on if you have insurance or not, the cost of the note, all of these obstacles that are the gatekeeping process of Universal Orlando. And again, I have been to Universal. It's December 4th. It's actually my birthday. And it is super, super hot still. Like, the sun is Orlando once, which was for my birthday, or in last December. And I've been to the one in LA, I think once when I was extremely young. So when I went to Universal Orlando this past December, I went there with very good intention. I went there with the attitude that I was going to really go to Universal Orlando all the time, and that's why I ended up buying a preferred annual pass, because I had every intention of going to Universal Orlando all the time. Like, really, really, really intense. But yeah, let me just like film this way. That's like the entrance, and like people coming in, and yeah, I'm just super excited. When I went to Universal Orlando, like I do at Disney World, I utilized the daspass because I do have a hidden disability and I cannot ride the attractions without assistance of getting a callback time and then being told how to go on the ride. So at Universal Orlando, I utilized what's known, or I did utilize what it was known as the Attraction Assistance Pass, or AAP, which is where you're given a comeback time, you come back to the ride. At Universal Orlando, it was very primeval. You had to actually go to the attraction and get a comeback time instead of it being digitized, which was its whole other thing in itself that was awful. And now they have replaced that with the new IBCCES process. And, you know, I just cannot. So again, I ended up buying a preferred annual pass to Universal Orlando because I was very confident that I was going to go there all the time. And I am extremely disappointed with Universal Orlando. When they switched over to IBCCES, they have gatekeeped a lot of people's abilities to have disability access, and many are not going to have access at the parks now. You guys have been sharing your stories one after another, and I really, really appreciate you guys doing that. And you know, you have Epic Universe opening up, and I think some people are excited about that, but quite honestly, I was never thrilled with Universal Orlando. I always thought their parks were honestly a mishmash. I was never a big roller coaster person, and I understand that many of you are, but honestly, I always felt Disney was a lot more immersive. You really feel like you've entered a land. Hey guys, I am at the Magic Kingdom. I am super excited to be here. Nothing says being at Disney World like being at the Magic Kingdom. So we are gonna go in now and get through this line here to actually get into the Magic Kingdom. I think a lot of the resorts at Universal Orlando are honestly overpriced, even though they're lower priced than Disney, and that they are honestly not that well kept. And you'll notice with Universal Orlando, if it wasn't for the fact that they had Harry Potter licensing, honestly, it's a big mishmash. They're losing a lot of their lands as it is. I think they're losing some of their Marvel stuff and stuff like that. So I was never impressed. And so I gave them a chance because I was interested in going to Universal Orlando. And now that they've done this IBCCES, where I use the former attraction assistance pass, I don't know how easy it's going to be for me to get accessibility. Sorry, I burped. I do have documentation, but I don't want to give it to a third-party site. Also, my documentation's from a few years ago, so I don't even know if IBCCES will accept it. And I am just watching, I'm viewing comments one after another of people who are struggling now to gain access. And I just don't feel at this time, I'm not saying I will never ever go back there, but right now I'm not. And I just cannot be a part of Universal Orlando right now. I can't be one of those vloggers that goes there and twerks with the minions, because I'm seeing how people are being treated. And how can I be a part of that? How can I go there when I know that, like, how people are struggling? So I went ahead and I canceled my annual pass at Orlando. And it's such a shame because I actually I bought it on the Flex Pay. And it's such a shame because I actually have to pay $42 a month now for mine and my dad's pass that I was paying off each month for another couple of months till like November or December. And I want to cancel because I don't want to go. I had a trip, canceled it due to cost. I was thinking of like repurchasing a different trip at a lower price amount, not doing that. And yeah, I'm just very, very disappointed. I just wanted to say that I have canceled my annual pass at Universal Orlando, in case you were wondering, because I just cannot be a part of that right now. I just can't. How can you go there and be like, I'm going to frolic, I'm going to be on the rides, and knowing how either A, you can't go on a ride, you're forced to go get an express pass, or knowing about other people that are struggling when you know at heart what Universal Orlando is doing wrong and is against the ADA. So I just wanted to make that statement because I thought it was important to formally say that I have canceled my annual pass, because I think that that's important to say. So I have canceled my annual pass. That's the renewal. In other words, I sent them an email, make sure it doesn't go into the auto renew. And yeah, I'm unfortunately stuck paying it for another couple months. But just want to say that. But as always, thank you guys so much for being here. I have Patreon, and I also have YouTube channel memberships, which has exclusive content, different exclusive content on each of those. But thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you soon in my next video, and bye!